Good morning, everybody. How are you? Dr. Dan. Who knows Dr. Dan? Dr. Dan just arrived. Good to see you, Dr. Dan. How are you? Give Dr. Dan a big hand, by the way. Man, he's the best. He is fantastic to work with. You guys are in for a treat today. Who's fired up to be in Fort Worth? Man, I saw the cowboy hats, by the way. It looks like there's two other events here. There's a carnival / fair. It's like a country fair. You guys know what you get when you play a country song backwards? You get your wife back, your trailer back, your car back, your job back. Anyways, good morning, everybody. We're glad you're here. Guys, how about the energy in this room this morning? Phenomenal. Absolutely loving it. You guys showed up. And being a leader means you show up. You show up to go up. And I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of every single person in this room, no matter where you came from. I'm proud that you came here to grow. You're going to get the nuts and bolts over the next 2 days to go grow a massive business. This will be the smallest room. I look at what we did in Las Vegas. It was fantastic. But look at the size of this room compared to Vegas. Give yourselves a hand. I wouldn't mind doing a few of these a year and just rock and rolling. Guys, here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm only going to spend 5 minutes, and I'm going to bring up our first MC. We're going to have a number of different 6-stars that will be hosting different sessions over the next couple days, instead of having a professional MC or just one person. So I'm going to have a gentleman come up that's going to kick off. He'll be hosting session 1 this morning until lunchtime. Then we'll have another 6-star this afternoon that'll be up here MCing. But I want to ask you guys for 2 favors. Number 1, I want you guys to cheer for everybody as if you personally sponsored them. So when you see the MC come up here and you go, hey, that's good for him. He's great. He's funny. People love him. I want you to think, what if I had sponsored him and his wife? You'd be doing backflips to get them in your business. So when we do recognition, my second favor is I want you to cheer for everybody as if you personally sponsored them. Because I guarantee if you personally sponsored them, you'd be screaming. You'd be up on the chairs when they hit a high rank. You'd be screaming, yeah, I'm about to make some money! But we all cross our arms and go, that's good for them. Those are my 2 favors. I want you to cheer at all times for everybody around you. Next thing is, I want to pull up the 2026 calendar that we put together so that everybody has a calendar of what's taking place. I should have this here. Maybe I don't. It's okay. A little slide thing. We should slide. We're going to be handing out these. There's no point in pulling up the slide. You guys ready? I'm just going to quickly go over it with you. January 10th. Hello? To March 15th, we're going to do a North American meeting challenge. What does that mean? It means that we're going to be doing some regionals. And when we do these regionals in April and May, we're going to do them based on one thing and one thing only, numbers. It's going to be the heat map. It's going to be where the action's taking place. It's not going to be because you dress sharp, we like you, you're pretty, you're handsome, you're charismatic, you know the local mayor. No, that's not how we come to your town. We come to your town based on the numbers. And so we're going to do a big North American meeting push from now until March 15th to pack out North American regionals in April and May. That's the first thing on the calendar. Second thing on the calendar, we're going to have a Malaysia convention on March 14th and 15th. Write this down. By the way, this calendar that's in my hand, we printed these. There's hundreds of them. You will have one today in your hand, so don't worry about it. It's okay. You don't even have to take notes. You'll have one of these. But we're going to do a Malaysia convention on March 14th and 15th. Next up is the APAC cruise on April 10th to the 15th. Next up is Turks and Caicos / Bahamas, May 11th through the 17th. Next up is Three's birthdays, May 23rd. We turned 3! Yeah! Hard to believe we're only 3, and what a magical number 3 is. Wow. I love that we named the company 3. I love when I tell people that too. What do you do? Oh, I'm part of a company called 3 International. 3, like the letter? Yeah, you're quick. Yeah, like the letter, yeah. Seriously, people ask you this stuff. Some of you don't know that because you're not out enrolling. For those of you that are enrolling, have heard that. Okay, next thing, you ready? This one you probably want to write down even though you're getting a flyer. We're going to be doing a hybrid event on August 8th. What does that mean? It means we're going to be in Las Vegas, Nevada. There's a $20 million screen that we can Zoom people from all over the world in on August 8th. We're only going to have 250 people live. That means literally half this room will be in attendance. The other half will be at home. We'll be announcing that soon. And I don't know, maybe a month out, 6 weeks, 8 weeks out. We're going to announce that. First 200 people, it's $149. We'd love to have you there. It's going to be between 2 and 250. They're still determining the number. I think we can get 250 chairs in there in the studio. Be 250 people live. For the rest of the people around the world, not just in US, Canada, North America, but around the world, our wonderful Three family all over Asia, it's going to be $49 for a virtual event anywhere in the world live at home. You will be able to plug your teams in all over the world for $49 virtually. Again, it'll be in Las Vegas. It's August 8th. For those of you that are asked to speak, by the way, give a hand to all of our speakers before they share the next 2 days. It takes a lot of guts to get up here and share. And I want to commend everyone who's been given the opportunity, because I know they'll pour it out and give it their all this weekend. But on August 8th, so those that are asked to share will fly in on the night of the 6th, because we'll have a rehearsal on August 7th. And then it's a one-day, all-day event. Now, the cool thing is it's in Las Vegas. The bad thing is it's in Las Vegas. Lost wages. It's going to be a blast. And this screen is sick. We can Zoom somebody in Malaysia and say, we're about to go live in 30 seconds. And we Zoom in that person from Malaysia on the screen to interview them. We can Zoom in the lady that's killing it down in Florida. We can Zoom in the guy that's killing it up in New York. We can Zoom in to Seattle, Washington. We can Zoom in to Hong Kong, to Taiwan. It's going to be unbelievable. That's on August 8th. The next thing is the 6-star treat to the Maldives. Who's heard of the Maldives, by the way? Yeah, you heard of that? It's just off the coast of Mexico. The 6 stars think we're taking them to the actual Maldives. We're a small company. It's this little hole in the wall. Look it up on Expedia. It's the Maldives resort. It's not the island. Just kidding. We're going to go sit on the beach for a week in the Maldives. That's September 20th through 26th. If you're not there, shame on you. And I don't mean that in a mean way. I mean that in a, I know everybody in this room could be their way. Is it easy? No. Is it worth it? Yes. Next up, and last but not least, we're going to do North American regionals, October and November of this year. We're going to do 2 sets of regionals. We're going to do the live event on August 8th, and we're going to absolutely light North America on fire. With all that said, I want to welcome our first MC. You guys heard him in Las Vegas. He did an absolutely amazing job. Samson Lee was supposed to host this morning's session, and Samson said, my throat's not feeling great. I don't feel like it'd be right. And so I said, Corbin, it's your job, about 20 minutes ago. He said, let's do it. Then Corbin said, I'm not feeling great either. And I'm like, Corbin, keep the flu, keep it all away from us. It's been going around the last couple weeks, by the way. Take your immune, take your vitality, right? Come on. Woo! I want you guys to put your hands together for 6-star director. He's not going to do a good job. He's going to do an amazing job because he's passionate, he's fired up, and because he got a little tiny sneak peek of something you're going to find out about in a couple hours. Please put your hands together for 6-star director, Corbin Roush.
This year year to 200 million in North America. Who wants to be a part of a $200 million company? I've said this before. It's great to be a part of a $200 million company. Everyone cheered, everyone said, yes, that's what I want to do. But I don't care about a $200 million company, to be honest. I want a $200 million company in my group. Can you hear me? Who wants 200 million in their group? Well, that's what this week is about. This week is about you guys putting on the full armor to go out there and bring $200 million in annual sales to your downlines this year. Can you imagine if just a few of us said, we are going to implement the strategies, the proven predictable pattern of activities that can get us to a $200 million company? Imagine what this room will look like. Daniel, 250, that's not going to be big enough. We're going to have to do a 10,000 square foot or 10,000 seat arena as we start blowing this thing out. Guys, it's coming. It's coming. It's percolating. Can you feel it in this room? I mean, I was talking to people in this room. It's crazy. We got people from California. We got people from Texas. We got people from Louisiana. We got people from Florida. We got people from New York. We got people from Michigan. We've got people, where? Wisconsin! From Scottsdale. Chicago in the house! Hey, Daniel and I went and did some meetings in Chicago, and then Holly followed up a month later in Chicago. It is the funnest group in my 20 years I've ever been around is the Chicago group. They are on fire. And guess what? You're going to get to hear from them. I believe. Maybe not. I hope so. But hey, when we went out and did this tour, who got to hear the tour when Daniel and I took the bus out and some of the other leaders, Holly Demont, Jim Taylor, Alicia Clemens, jumped in with us? Was that not fun? Was that not great to be able to get out and hear and see? Well, guys, that was kind of just, we were just kind of putting the batter on the pizza. Never had the batter on the pizza. That was it. See, that's what happened when Daniel 20 minutes ago says, hey, you're hosting. I'm like, crud, I hadn't prepared. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that was just the prelude to what's coming. Because what our goal is, here's the deal. If you want to go to a 200 million, even $1 billion company, you have to do the daily disciplines. You have to be active. You have to do the things that nobody else is willing to do. And you guys took the first step by being here. Didn't they, Christine? Being here, showing up is one of the first steps. But after that, when the excitement's over and the lights turn down and you're back in your room, and back at your house, and you're having to make the calls, and you're having to do the meetings, you're having to do the one-on-ones, you're having to do the connect calls, that is when the rubber meets the road. That is when you're going to have to say, you know what? I got this. I want this so bad. I'll never forget Lauren Richardson. She was pregnant. 8 months pregnant, 7 months pregnant. She says, in our last company, there was a rank called Diamond. It was you're making over $500,000 a year. She's 8 months pregnant. And she goes out on the road driving 3 hours to a meeting and 3 hours back about ready to deliver because she wanted something so badly that she went out and made things happen. And you're going to get to hear from her this weekend. So there's going to be some incredible stories, incredible people that are going to, again, I'm all for motivation. I love motivation. Motivation gets you ready to break through a brick wall. But I'm hoping you get inspired because inspiration lasts past the first no. Inspiration is something when you hear it and you feel it and you see it and you change your lifestyle to make that happen. And that's what all of us are going to have to do. We're going to have to change our lifestyle a little bit and make some sacrifices. Can we all do that? Because who wants to make some money this year? Raise your hand. Yeah, three. Who wants to double, triple, quadruple their weekly check this year? The best part about that is it's 100% up to you. 100% up to you. But I do know this. Daniel last night showed the 6-star something that is absolutely the best thing I have ever seen and ever heard in my 20-year career. And that is not a hyperbole. Buckle up. Do we get to hear about that this week? Oh. Dr. Dan's going to be the hottest man in all of Three. How about Dr. Dan? I mean, a guy that shows up in his doctor coat, you you know he's serious. All right, hey, I want to get to the first speaker. This first speaker, Patrick Tusant. Patrick is a beast, is all I can say. Greg Farrar and I were talking, and we said, hey, let's go do some meetings and go hit some towns. Where do you think we should go? And he goes, I really think we need to go. Where's Patrick from? Idaho Falls. I think we need to go to see Patrick in Idaho Falls. I said, really? We can't go there just for 10 or 15 people. And Greg says, oh no, he'll put 50 people in a room easy. He'll put, I don't know about that. Let's not go this time. Greg, why don't you go by yourself and see what happens? And if he puts a few people in the room, we'll schedule it for next year and we'll get back there. Patrick put 70 people in the room and proved us wrong. Patrick is a beast. Patrick this year will be advancing in rank because he's going to do the daily disciplines, because he's got the daily disciplines already in his workouts and the way he lives his life. And now he's going to incorporate them into this business, and you're going to be seeing Patrick Tusant rising through the ranks and being a part of that $200 million company. So get to your feet. Welcome our first kickoff speaker for 2026, Patrick Tusant.
Hey, Corbin. I love you, baby. Corbin's funny. I'm on the phone with Corbin and Daniel, and I lost 30 pounds in 6 months to do a physique competition, and discovered that I have an 8-pack. So apparently they were joking about Daniel's 1-pack versus my 8-pack, and these guys. I love these guys. I love these guys. Okay, are you guys ready to go from good to great? Hey, I think I heard you. Are you ready to go from good to great? All right. I want you to define your level of greatness. Okay? So here's my story. I love Spartans. I love burpees. So this last March, I'm not going to do a burpee. Anyway, I got 10 minutes. Anyway, listen, I got nice clothes. We can burpee later. I'm not gonna do a burpee. Anyway, so I do a Spartan in Nevada. Fine. So I try to do a Spartan trifecta every year because I'm in my 50s, and it's a goal that requires you to be in shape throughout the year so you can do it. So that's just my thing. I want to do that. So my mentor, my brother, Greg Farrar, he's like, hey, I'll do a Spartan with you. So Greg does the Spartan sprint in Nevada with me, with his family. And I have two people that I love, Dan and Dell. So they do physique competitions. Dan is 66, hot, he looks hot. Dell is 57, and she looks hot. So we're working out, they're part of my 3 team. And I say, hey guys, do you want to join me in this Spartan? They're like, yeah, we'll do that, Patrick. So we all do it together, have a great time, everybody finishes. But apparently, that sprint kicked Dan's ass. It was tough. So 2 weeks after the Spartan, I'm working out with them in the gym, and Dell walks up to me, she says, Patrick, you owe us. I'm like, what do you mean I owe you? Yeah, we did a Spartan for you. You need to do a physique competition for us. I'm like, okay, let's go. When is this? May 30th. I'm like, May 30th? So 2 weeks after that, I'm like, look guys, May 30th is like right around the corner. I can't do it that soon, I'm busy. When's the next one? October, great, no problem. So I find a coach, my neighbor down the street, he does physique competitions. I'm like, bro, I'm supposed to do this Spartan, or do this physique competition for my peeps. Who do you recommend? Oh, I got this guy. His personality fit yours. So I go to this guy named Vinny. I say, Vinny, I'm supposed to do this physique competition. My buddy recommended you to me. Okay, let's go. He says, all right, Patrick, take off your shirt. I take off my shirt. And he says, do you give me permission to touch you? I'm like, yeah, go ahead. So he squeezes my side, and he asks me, how much do you weigh? I say, I weigh 194. He says, okay, you need to lose 30 pounds by October. I laughed. I'm like, okay, here's $400, let's go. Now guys, here's the thing. Corbin was talking about this. When Dell challenged me to do it, I said, hey, let's go. I just committed. Because she's right. We do Spartan for you. You got to do physique competition for us. I committed. Guys, I'm serious. Any of you that know me or watch me on my social media, when I make a decision, I commit. So here's a tip. Guys, nothing is more powerful than a made-up mind. When you make up your mind, and when you plant your foot down and you plant your flag, it's on, okay? You guys gotta commit. When you eat ham and eggs, what two animals were involved to give you ham and eggs? A chicken and a pig, right? Well, the chicken was involved. You don't want to be involved in 3. You want to be the pig, because the pig was committed to provide you the ham and eggs, right? You want to be a pig in 3, right? So I talked to Vinny, I said, all right, bro, and guys, this is the thing. This is so important. I trusted Vinny because my friend down the street, I trust him. He said, this is the guy that's gonna get you there. Guys, I couldn't see 30 pounds lighter. I was 194, I had already completed 2 Spartans. I was fine doing burpees and pull-ups and all that stuff. I couldn't see that. But like, you know what, Vinny? I trust you. I'm gonna do everything you tell me to do. I'm committed, his money, let's go. Greg Ferraro, I trust you. I'm gonna do everything you tell me to do. I'm committed, let's go. So 6 months, he changed my diet. High protein, little bit of carbs. And the carbs are clean carbs. Greens, cream of rice, oatmeal, stuff like that. A gallon of water a day. At first it was 12,500 steps. Then he upped it up to 15,000 steps a day. Then he upped it up to 17,500 steps a day. When I drank a gallon of water daily and got 17,500 steps in daily, the weight just started dropping. I'd go home at night, 8 o'clock, I'd look at my watch, I'm like, oh, there's only 6,000 steps. Go to the gym, I'm on a treadmill, and I'm not done until I hit 17,500 steps. Guys, whatever the mind, thank you, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. You're gonna hear a lot of stuff, so the concept is there, but you gotta believe in yourself and commit. And then guys, greatness. So fast forward, I lose 30 pounds from 194 to 164. I went first place in the physique competition 50 plus. And that was good. I went second place in the true novice and second place in the novice against younger guys taking steroids. Woo! You know how good that felt? So here's the deal. That taught me something about discipline. So I'm gonna treat all of you guys like 6 stars because Mr. Ferraro is in my ear daily. You need to be a 6-star. You need to be a 6-star. I'm like, fine. Okay, so here's the deal. Number 1. You need to have a 250 names list. You need to have a 250 names list. 50's good, 20's good, 100's good, 250 names list. Number 2, you need to reach out to 50 people a day for 5 days in a row. When you do that, 3 things happens to you. Number 1, you become bulletproof. The more people you're talking to, and remember, let me explain. 50 reach outs, shooting a text. Hey Greg, this is Patrick, thinking about you, how you doing? Hey Lori, this is Patrick, thinking about you, how you doing? Hey Mark, missed you last week, how you doing? I'm just reaching out to 50 people. And if you're doing 50 reach outs a day, you're going through your 250 names list. Your goal is to make sure you get 50 out. Just connecting with people. Make sure you get to your 50, then you can go back and have conversations. When you do that, 3 things happen to you. Number 1, you become bulletproof. If you're reaching out to 50 people a day, and let's say 10 people say no, do you really care? You got 240 more people to reach out to. Guys, this is important because a lot of people get freaked out when 4, 5, 6 people tell them no, and then they crumble to the ground. If you run the numbers, 50 contacts a day, 50 reach outs, not contacts, 50 reach outs a day. If you do that, you become bulletproof. Number 2, you become professional. Because I keep a spreadsheet. I use Excel. So I go back a couple of days, say, okay, I need to do 50 today. Let me go back yesterday, okay, the day before. Oh, hey, I'm supposed to get back to Mark. Oh, I told Mary. Mary said, oh, you know what? I'm busy. Call me Friday at 5 o'clock. When I call Mary at 5 o'clock, because I did my homework, I'm very organized. Hey, Mary, this is Patrick, 5 o'clock. Wow, what is she thinking? Yeah, right? So when I ask her to do anything, she knows I'm professional. Guys, the problem with this industry is some people treat it like it's a hobby. And then they fail and they blame the industry. Screw that. We are professionals in this business. Okay? We're professionals. So, doing the 50 reach outs a day for 5 days, you become bulletproof, you become professional, and then here's the other thing, the third thing. You show empathy. Guys, I'm not going to tear up, but this is a relationship business. I love people. And when I talk to people, they know I care about them. So when I write their name down and reach out to them, guys, here's the secret. Here's the secret. When you talk to people, you need to listen 70% of the time and speak 30% of the time. When I'm listening and asking questions and finding out about people, I'm investing in them and I'm showing them that I care. And guess what happens, guys? People need to feel like they're cared about, that they're listened to. When you do that, now you're just looking for gaps to fill with Three and our opportunity and our products. And people have told me, Patrick, you know what? I've never told anybody this before. I need $1 for every time somebody tells me that. Because people need that. Guys, you need to be more empathetic. People need that. So if you do the 50 reach outs and you do those 3 things, you're professional, you become bulletproof, and you show more empathy, this is not a hard business. This is a relationship business. Okay? We got that? We good? Okay. So, that's fire. The second thing is your team, how to fire your team. I got my superstar, Jared Johnson, here. So, Corbin talked about the gala that I had. I had 71 people there, by the way, Corbin. Had 71 people there. And, oh, you're over there, 71. And so one of my personal enrollments brings this gentleman and his wife, Jared Johnson and his wife Sid. And they come, and you can't help it. You hear me, you hear Dr. Sabo, you hear Greg and Lori. And Jared is fired up. He's ready to sign up. He signs up. And Greg and I look at Jared and says, here's what you got to do. You need to do 2-3 presentations in 7 days, okay? We call them private business receptions, or PBRs for short, okay? So you need to do 2 PBRs in the next 7 days, and Patrick's gonna host it for you, okay? What does he do? He's like, okay, yeah. He's serious because his why is great. So he does it. Find something interesting. As we do that, he enrolls 3 brand ambassadors, 2 customers, and he's fired up. So now he wants to do more PBRs. We're like, okay. So that's the standard. When you bring somebody on, hey, 2 PBRs in the next 7 days. While we're doing this, something magical happens. Not everybody is going to attend his PBR. So what does Jared get me on the phone to do? 3-way calls. So I'm noticing we're doing 3-way calls, I'm fired up, and he's getting his people fired up, and he's getting enrollments that way. Well, the new people are trying to do their 2 PBRs in 7 days, they're doing 3-way calls with me, and guys, that is fire. 2 PBRs in 7 days, 3-way calls, you get that going on your team. What? Hey, that's fire. Because when 2 or 3 people are doing that, guys, this is serious, and it's simple. 2 in the next 7 days, 3-way calls, that's fire. More fire. Well, Jared's like, well, I want to rank advance. So rank advancements, 1 star, 2 star, 3 star. You get one person that really wants that. Now the PBR start lighting up. The 3 recalls is lighting up. Now they're on fire. And then the company incentive. Hey, I want to qualify for the trip. So you not got more fire. So I love the fact that it's simple. PBRs and 3 recalls. And then the grand poobah. The company has a 25% off incentive thing, and most people wait to the last minute. So Monday night, the last night of the 25% incentive, I'm in my home office from morning till night. I'm on the phone, doing 3 calls, I'm doing Zooms. People want to sign up to take advantage of the 25% off thing. And I'm rocking and rolling. I'm like, man, this is amazing. Guys, the dream for me, the perfect week for me, is having 2 PBRs a day for a week. Oh my gosh. Because you're going, and you're doing PBRs, and you're doing 3 calls. Guys, I'm just telling you, if you do those 2 simple things, you're on fire. So, the last day of the 25% off incentive from the company, I'm on the phone, signing people up, helping my teammates sign people up, and it's just great. We enrolled somebody in Florida. I mean, it's just all over the place. 11:30 that night, I'm like, I am tired, I'm exhausted. Get a phone call from Jared. Hey, Patrick, okay, I got my friend on the phone, and she's excited, she's interested, but I need you to explain everything and help me close her. I'm like, all right, bro, let's go. So he brings her on the phone. I explain everything, everything's great, she's ready to sign up. I'm like, Jared, I love you, man. Can you roll it, please? I'm tired, man. I'm just tired. He's like, yeah, I can do it. Yeah. Great. Hang up the phone. Guys, that was the best day of my business life. And I'm telling you, you want to light your team on fire? Guys, you make sure you pour your life into the committed people. Remember, not the chickens. You don't want the little ones are good. You love them. But the pigs on your team, the committed ones on your team, guys, because when they do what you tell them to do, 2 PBRs in 7 days, and they're calling you on the phone, you're doing 3 calls with them to make sure they close their people. And when you're helping them qualify and rank advance, and all this new stuff that they're going to talk about this weekend, guys, this is important. Keep it simple. But you know what? People need you to be the best versions of yourself so you can help them reach their goals. So, in closing, here's what I got for you. This is my quote that keeps me going. When I was working out with Vinny, he made me watch Rocky stuff, Creed, David Goggins. And at first, when I was training, all that stuff motivated me. But then, my body was changing. And I'd look at those guys, and I'd look in the mirror, and I'm like, wow, okay, I am you guys. So now, I'm a different Patrick Tusant because of this quote. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. Talent will not. Nothing is more common than unsuccessful men with talent. Genius will not. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. Education will not. The world is full of educated derelicts. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. Guys, do you understand what I just said? You don't have to be talented. You don't have to be a genius. You don't have to be this superstar or this really, really smart person. Oh man, he has all these contacts. He's famous. Who cares? If you are dedicated and you grind every day, you sit down, you make your 250 names list, and you make your 50 reach outs. Guys, it's boring. It's not exciting. I'm in my office calling people, writing it down. It's tedious. But when you know your why is hot and you know what you're becoming, because you don't just get to 6-star. You have to become a 6-star. How do you become a 6-star? You have to grind every day. You have to push past the pain, the frustration, the discomfort. You have to be extraordinary. Screw being ordinary. Screw being common. That is mediocrity. I hate mediocrity. I want to be great. Guys, who wants to go from good to great? Guys, you have to be great. I'm telling you guys, please listen to what I'm telling you. You just have to grind every day. Eat hard for breakfast. Just do it daily. And when you, this discomfort or something that's just not right, who cares? Because on the other side of that, yes, it's glory. It is real. It's success. And guys, this feels good. Hey, ketosis is real. Hey, the more protein you consume and the little bit of carbs you consume on a daily basis, you get energy. You can get energy from carbs. Yes. But when you switch the lever to get your energy from protein and you consume lots of protein, you get ripped. I feel like taking off my shirt right now. It's real. So I need you guys. I need you guys. I need you guys. On the cruise. I need you guys. You have to do the hard things. And the hard things, you ready? And I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna be done with this. Making the list, making the reach outs, following up. It's tedious, it's boring, but please, when you get home, Monday morning, Tuesday morning, you do that, and the more you do it on a regular basis, you're becoming a 6-star. Guys, I'm telling you, 6-star is sweet, right? Great. He's been putting in my mind. I want to make 6-star money. Okay? But here's the thing. It's simple. Just do the tedious things. Making the list, reaching out to people, following up. It's boring, but man, you keep doing that. And then when you sign somebody up, 2 PBRs in the next 7 days. And then anyone that doesn't show up, 3 calls. Guys, if you do that over and over again, you're gonna get what you need. I love you guys. Get good for me. I'm Patrick Tusant. Peace.
Maintenance here. We have a clock for everybody to watch their time, and it was hidden behind the podium. So, man, was Patrick not amazing? Love it. The only thing I was curious about is I want to join a network where you get 2 PBRs every week. Those are Pabst Blue Ribbons in my world. You know what I'm talking about? Like, dang. I'd like to have 2 PBRs on your smart shot. Is there a green purse laying around? Someone found a green purse. We've had someone lose a green purse. So, it's missing. So the purse is over there? Okay. All right, let's get back to this. Hey guys, the next speaker, I kind of drifted about her a little bit ago, Lauren Richardson. She is an amazing leader. She has an amazing team. She's always got a smile on her face, and she does this business with so many obstacles. I think she has 14 kids now, is that right? I don't know if you follow her on any of the social media, but she's like pitching softball with her daughter. She's doing volleyball things with her daughter. She's out playing catch with her son, and still brings home the bacon, fries it up in a pan, and shows her husband what it means to be a woman. I mean, you remember that commercial? That is Lauren Richardson. So everyone, please get ready to be awed and wowed by Lauren Richardson, who's going to talk about how to do business. Let's go, Lauren!
I feel like I want to stand behind this thing, but I'm not going to. And who put me behind Patrick? It's not even fair. I'm going to have a talk with whoever schedules this thing. He was incredible. Okay, guys, I'm so happy to be here. I don't really love public speaking, but I love to share my story because if this industry has showed me anything, it's that the success that you can have in here can cause something called proof. And there's not a lot of jobs out there where you have to prove the legitimacy of what you're doing, right? If a doctor shows up and they're like making millions of dollars, people believe that you're just making millions of dollars because you're a doctor. But people don't know that this industry works unless you have proof that it works. And some people might be like, oh, that's bragging. But I like to show that this business has given me the life that I always wanted, because it created that thing called proof. And then proof, what does it do? It causes all of you to have belief. A massive belief that this can work. And so I'm gonna start back over at the beginning for me. I'm a cardiac and vascular sonographer, which is basically just a fancy word for an ultrasound tech. And I worked in healthcare for about 8 years, and I had a very hardcore employee mentality. I knew nothing about entrepreneurship, and honestly, when someone talked to me about entrepreneurship, I caved and was like, I could never do that. I could never do anything for myself. I could never run my own business. I don't even know how. They didn't teach me taxes in school. They didn't teach me how to build a business. And so I lived in that rut of that employee mentality working in healthcare. And one day, a friend came to me and offered me this opportunity. And I said no a few times. So if you know anybody like that, like, it took a few times for me to actually see this vision. And my husband was truly the one that was like, yeah, I think we're gonna do this. And it wasn't from a product standpoint whatsoever for me, because I couldn't get out of my own way. I was terrified of talking to people. I was afraid of what people would think about me. But I kind of ran with it, and it was accidental. It was truly accidental success. Anybody like that have accidental success? You shared with someone, and you were like, oh, cool, I'm gonna go share with more people. I got a check in the mail. I've been in this industry so long, I got a paper check. I got a paper check in the mail. My first check, paper check. And so I was like, how do I get more of those paper checks? And I just kept sharing with people, and I kept sharing with more people, and I looked up, and I'm not gonna make any income claims, but I made a lot of money in my very first year of the industry. A lot of money. More money than I knew what to do with. And it gave me time freedom, financial freedom. The products gave me health freedom. So many freedoms I didn't even know existed, okay? And I worked really hard for the first 5 years. I'm talking about really hard, y'all. People always told me, I used to laugh, people always told me that this industry, if you committed to it like a university degree, like you were gonna get a 4-year degree, that you could see massive changes in your life. And I couldn't see that in the beginning, but when I started getting those checks that came every single week, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm fixing to build a life that I never even imagined could be real. And it sounds conceited to brag about the things, but I was on social media every single week. And people would make fun of me, and I'm like, you can make fun of me all the way to the bank. Because here I go. And continue to do that, and continue to post for that social proof of what this industry could do for people. And continued to just grind hard. And people now will be like, how did you do it? How did you do it? And I'm like, gosh, how did I do it? And you know what I did? I put one on the left and I put one on the right, and I just kept helping people do that. And people would be like, well, that's very easy to say, but truly tell me how you did it. And I said, I watched my father create his own business and basically become an entrepreneur when I was in high school. My dad was an employee, decided he was gonna start his own business, and I watched those work habits and those work ethics to see what he did. And when my dad launched his oil field supply company, they hosted a grand opening and let everyone in their area who was in the oil field industry come and check out what they had, whatever they were offering. And I was like, okay, I know you would do that with a brick and mortar business. You would do that with a traditional business, but how do you apply that into a virtual business, an online business, a network marketing business? And I took that concept and I said, every single person that comes into my organization, that comes into my team, is going to have a grand opening. And it is going to be in the form of, like Patrick said, making a list of 250 people. And you're going to invite them to your grand opening, whether that's on a phone call. There are so many ways to do this business, and they all work. So if one person says, you know, today on this stage that doing connect calls is their bread and butter, believe them, because they work. But if someone also says they're doing PBR, PRB, peanut butter and jelly, whatever you said, virtual, in-person events, okay? Those work too. Zooms work. Building on social retail works. They all work, right? But at the end of the day, they're all a grand opening in my mind. And so every single person that came into my organization was going to have a grand opening. And people will be like, well, what do you mean by that? Okay, if I had a traditional brick and mortar business, let's just say hypothetically, I have a boutique. If I have a boutique and I've done all this prep work to lead up into this grand opening, I'm gonna call every single person I know and I'm gonna tell them what's in my boutique. I'm gonna tell them the benefits of what I have, and then I'm gonna say, I'm doing this grand opening on this day, and you're gonna come see what I have to offer, what's inside my store, how it's gonna impact you, how it's gonna benefit you. And if you take that same exact concept of a grand opening and turn it into a virtual event by saying, this is Three. This is what I have to offer. And let me be the first person to say there were a lot of people that would say, oh, you're in one of those things and you're selling lotions and potions, and what's your product? Freedom. My product is freedom. The product is freedom. Like one of those ones I said earlier, time freedom, financial freedom, health freedom, whatever it is, it's just freedom. And so I started with the mentality that every single person was gonna have this grand opening and it would just duplicate. Because that is the holy grail of the industry, right, is duplication. And so one person would come in and they would have a grand opening. And if a person in Minnesota joined my organization, they had a virtual grand opening in the form of connect calls. And honestly, this is so funny to go back and think about this, but there are so many tools, right? How many of you sometimes maybe get overwhelmed? You're like, oh my God, there's so many tools in my toolbox, right? Well, those tools are so that you can go build the life that you never even imagined that you could have. And all these stories and testimonies, there's gonna be a lot of nuts and bolts today. Because I'm kind of a nuts and bolts person. I'm not really like a motivation, inspiration person. I wanna know how to recruit. I wanna know how to build a team. I wanna know how to deep dive. All those 7 tools of network marketing on how to get people to events. I wanna know those things. But when you're talking about the facts of like how to get here and how to build a life, I missed a lot of things. And I made a lot of sacrifices. And I sacrificed when my kids were little so that I don't have to sacrifice today. And a lot of people, Holly, I went to an event and Holly was like, you're gonna miss the things. Okay, and I'm trying not to get emotional, but I'm missing an event today. And my kids mean everything to me. And their sports mean everything to me. And people will be like, why do you go to all their practices? Why do you go to all their games? Because this industry has given me the freedom to do it. And I don't want to miss it. And I did miss them sometimes in the beginning because I sacrificed then so that I don't have to sacrifice now. And now I'm at their events and I can do a Zoom from an event. I can go watch my son's baseball game and do a Zoom on my phone from the outfield. I'm literally trying to figure out how to incorporate this business into my life so that I can continue to do the things with my kids so that I don't have to miss. Oh, I'm sorry, that was emotional. Okay, so anyways, I already lost track of what I was even saying, but this business is gonna give you the tools to go build the life that you wanna live. And you're gonna be able to do that, like I said, through so many different avenues, so many different resources. You need to figure out today, when you leave here, what does that look like? How am I gonna grow this business? You're gonna hear from a lot of different speakers. Like I said, they're gonna give you those nuts and bolts and those tools, how you can go create that life, how you can go create that freedom. You have to figure out which tool and commit to them. They all work, but don't be wishy-washy. Don't be like, oh, I'm doing connect calls, and now I'm doing Zooms, and now I'm doing in-persons. And be willing to go work. That athletic lifestyle for me, and the reason probably my kids are that way now, I am a former college athlete. I know I look like a professional football player right now, but I was a former college athlete, okay? And I think that being in sports and athletics is what gave me the work ethic to want to go successfully run the roads and call Daniel Piku at 2 o'clock in the morning while I'm running those roads and ask questions about the business and ask questions about how to talk to people or enrolling people or doing those things and never taking my foot off the gas. Because if you take a break in this industry, have y'all ever heard if you rest too long, you'll rust? Okay? If you take a break, it's very hard to come full circle again. So you gotta stay plugged in. You gotta stay committed. It's not one foot in and one foot out. It's all the time. Even if you're not on the recruit train where you're recruiting, 40 people every single month. Even if you're not on that, maybe you're in team building mode. Who knows what mode you're in, right? But you're always doing something for this business. Even today, in 8 years of being in this industry, I'm not where I was when I first started. My life has changed a lot. My kids have grown up, they're older, but I'm still committed to doing something with this business every single day. And I don't know what that looks like for you. Maybe it's social media, maybe it's truly in the trenches recruiting, maybe it's launching new team members, maybe it's, PBR, PRB, whatever. I still don't know what you said. But Corbin said it was a beer. That's all I got out of that. But, figuring out which way you're going to do this business is what's going to take you to actually truly build that life that you design. You just got to figure out what those tools look like for you and commit to them and go out and build that life. And I got 3 minutes left, but I'm done, you guys. I love y'all so much, and I hope you truly go out and work this business.
Give Lauren a big hand. Remember those phone calls at 1, 2, 3 in the morning? She'd be driving 2, 3, 4 hours with no excuses, out doing it. She's done an amazing job. How good was Patrick, by the way? Unbelievable. Patrick was phenomenal. Fantastic job. Burpees and all. By the way, I don't have a 1-pack. Thanks, Patrick. I've lost, on a serious note, I've lost 13 pounds today's day 10. And, because of one thing and one thing only, but stay tuned. Thanks to that man up there, Dr. Dan, and his brilliance. Hey, I want to clean up. No. I want to clean up Macy. Macy and Howie. Come on up, ladies. Hey, give Macy and Howie a big hand. These guys are fantastic. Macy's in events and recognition with Sophie. Sophie's with her sister because her sister's about to give birth. And Howie runs our social media. Who loves our social media, by the way? And because of Howie, Howie's an absolute rock star, does an amazing job. Guys, we're going to run through some recognition pieces. There's my timer. We're going to run through a few recognition pieces, and we've mixed it up. We've done it different this time. Instead of just traditional rank and come across the stage, we want to mix it up. So the first category we are going to start with to recognize your hard work is the most rank advancements since Las Vegas. What does this mean? We looked at the entire PGV and organizational chart and genealogy and said, who has the most rank advancements in their team since Las Vegas? The next couple categories are all since Las Vegas. So, with that said, we want to welcome up, if they're in attendance, Mary Mast. Please come up. Christine Peterson, please come up. Elizabeth Munoz, please come up.